Okay, dear students, let us start with the second part of 3.2 lesson, reading the works of arts. We had seen in previous video we had seen about Haider Ali Raza. Now the second part of art is related to Gond art. Now Gond, actually it is a tribal painting. Okay, so let us see what is there. Gond art is a tribal art. As I said you that Gond art is a tribal art. It has been developed and preserved by the Gond tribal people residing largely in Madhya Pradesh. Now, this art has been developed, it has been originated and preserved by the people, by the Gond people, and they are living where? Residing means living. They are largely living where? In Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, and Odisha states of India. So this Gond people, where they are largely living in Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, and Odisha, in these states of India. Okay, from their traditional tales and mythology, from their traditional tales mean the traditional stories about their culture. Okay, and mythology means a collection of myths. Mythology means what? A collection of myths. We learn that they have lived in India for thousands of years, even before the other inhabitant came here. Now we had learned that they had lived in India from thousands of years, even before the other inhabitants. Before the inhabitants means before the other peoples, they had been living here thousand of years ago. Okay, came here. The Gondi language is similar to Telugu. The language, the Gond people what speak the language, that language is known as what? Gondi, and it is similar to what? Telugu language. Okay, Telugu, a Dravidian language. Okay, Gond art has spread mainly in central India. Now this art is famous where? Mainly in central India. Originally people used to draw pictures on the earthen walls of their house, and originally this own Gond art, the people used to draw on their walls. Okay, mostly on the earthen walls. Earthen walls means mud walls. Okay, most folk art involve natural techniques of preparing colors and use of several mediums. Now in this folk art, they did not use that color paints and all. They used to use all natural colors. Okay, the colors which were made from vegetables, plants, and all. Okay, so several medium, they are transferred from generation to generation in a smoothly flowing process, and this art was transferred from generation to generation in a smoothly process. Okay, Gond art is no exception to this, and Gond art is also what? No exception. Means they were transferred from generation to generation. Okay, a house decorated with beautiful pictures create a pleasant atmosphere. Now what the Abha, what she is telling, that if a house is decorated with beautiful picture, it creates what? A pleasant atmosphere. Also, art is a medium of recording and preserving what is seen. Now as what the sorry what the writer is telling that art is a medium of recording and preserving what is seen. Whatever we are seeing, that is the artist used to draw that. So it is what? It is a recording and preserving what is seen. Okay, in folk art, you yourself prepare the canvas. Now here in this art, what? You yourself prepare a canvas. Canvas is one of the cloth. Okay, the surface on which to draw and the color with which you draw. So canvas means the surface on which to draw, the place, means the cloth on which we are going to draw, and the colors with which you draw. Okay, that is why creating folk art is a very enriching experience. So what it is said, that is why creating folk art means this Gond art is what is a very enriching experience. What do you mean by enriching? Enriching means improve the quality or value. Okay, enriching experience. The richness is reflected in the choice of their medium. Now in folk art, the richness is reflected where? The choice of their medium, what they are going to draw. Okay, in the days of past, several things in nature such as soil of different shades, the juice of plants, leaves, tree bark, flowers, fruits, and even things like coal and cow dung were used to prepare colors. Now at that time, in the days of past, at that time they were not having the colors like now what we use on our walls, Asian paints and all this different types of paints. At that time this was not there, so they used to make colors from what? They used to make the colors from the soils of different shades. Okay, juice of plants, leaves, tree barks, flowers, fruits, and even things like coal and cow dung. See, cow dung was also used as what? As a color. Okay, now flowers and fruits, as you know, the flowers and fruits are of different types of colors. With their skin they used to make the color. The different colors, various textures and pattern were used year after year. Now using these colors, the textures and patterns they used to make different types of patterns also, and it was from year after year, lending a simplicity to the art, and because of this it used to lend what? Simplicity of art. Okay, when we see this picture we realize that a picture drawn this way or other can look equally beautiful. What a deep thought this art conveys, and so easily. Now what the Abha is telling, that whenever we see this picture we realize that a picture drawn this way, the picture is drawn in this way or other, can look equally beautiful. And she's saying that what a deep thought this art conveys, and so easily. Okay, see, Gond art, yes, there's in last previous video we had seen about Raza. So he had used what? All geometrical figures to draw the pictures, and he had said that it is a mystery, that is what? Very difficult to understand to anyone, to understand that picture. But in this Gond art you can see the picture. See, the squirrel is there, here the another animal is there, then you can see this picture, it is a peacock. Okay, here also the peacock is there with the feathers. Okay, here you can see one animal who is standing over there. So by using what? By using the natural colors for making colors, they used to make the pictures. Let us start. In the Gond style of art, we see that the outlines may vary a little from the artist to artist, but the design that feel it make the whole picture look lively and attractive. Now, in Gond style, we see the outlines may vary a little from the artist. Means different artists. See, you can see the lines over here. If you see the here, it has made up of dots. See, you can see small dots. Here you can see the line. Okay, here you can see only the line is used and the dots are used to make this feathers. See here only line. So what it is said, that Gond art is, we see that the outline may vary little from artist to artist, but the design that feel it make the whole picture look lively and attractive. But the picture looks what? Very attractive. Okay, the design includes simple textures achieved using dots, straight lines, dotted lines, curvy shapes and circles. See, as I showed you before only in the pictures, that there are some designs drawn with simple textures using dots, straight line, dotted lines, curvy shapes and circles. Special attention is given to the choice of various colors so that the total effect is amazing and beautiful. So main in this art is what? About colors, choosing the colors which gives total effect, and the picture looks very amazing and beautiful. In today's age of commercialization, many men have taken up gond art. Now today's age of commercialization, what do you mean by commercialization? Emphasis on making as much as profit as possible. Okay, commercialization means emphasis on making as much as profit as possible. So many men have taken up gond art. Many people has taken up what? Gond art. But the roots of folk arts probably lie in the woman's daily course, like clothing and decorating the house, dealing with natural colors in the course of cooking, and in the leisure time activity. Now, what your man has taken up gone art as commercialization, but the root of folk arts probably lie in the woman's daily course. Now, what the writer Abha, what she is telling? She is telling that the root of folk arts probably lie in woman's daily course. Whatever woman daily work, what she is doing, that is what? That is a gond art. Course like what? Clothing and decorating the house. Okay, dealing with natural colors in the course of cooking. Dealing with natural colors in the course of cooking. So, cleaning and decorating the house, first thing. Gond art is related with whom? Woman's daily life. Now that folk art has been what? Has been made it commercialization to earn profit. But we can see that folk art in what? Woman's course, like clothing, like cleaning, like cleaning and decorating the house. Okay, and second, dealing with natural colors. They are dealing with natural colors while they are cooking, while your mom is making soup and all. At that time she is using the different types of vegetables to look that soup what? Very attractive. Okay, so she's telling about that. And in the leisure time activities, and all the leisure time activities, only women are dealing with what? Art. Who is telling this? The writer is telling, Abha Bhagat. So we had finished with this lesson. I hope you have understood this lesson. I request you all again to read the lesson and to hear the video again. Thank you. Have a nice day.